We just had a walk-in appointment at FSH store. Yes, it is possible.
We got the bag. It is absolutely dreamiest bag. I cannot wait to show it to you and tell you the whole story because trust me, there are so many juicy details you wanna know. My first Birkin. 1, 2.
Guys, you would not believe me. We just had a walk-in appointment at FSH store. Yes, it is possible. First time ever. We got so lucky because we saw my SA, the one who sold me Cali, and also the one who didn't give me a bag the previous time because, you know, I won twice. Once I did not get a bag. Second time I got my Cali, and the third time right now it was a walk-in with no bag. You know, it would be such a beautiful story if I would get my Birkin because literally tomorrow is our last day and who knows, like I honestly, the hope is close to zero, literally, especially after this no bag situation. Oh my god, he brought me like 2 bags and it was Kelly, like a briefcase, and the other one was like similar to the moon shape bag. Anyways, unfortunately it is what it is and we're still hoping to win the lottery tomorrow, but if not we'll come back. But can you imagine, guys, there is no guarantee ever. Let's go and get some lunch. Okay guys, so I want to give you a little bit more details about how I got my walk-in. Literally walked in, it was 2:15. At first they told me, no, we do not have any walk-ins, and that somebody else was right in front of me and they received no. After I heard no, I kept talking and I explained the situation, that this is my graduation. I mentioned my sales associate that I saw him the other day. Anyway, so the lady brought us upstairs and we sat at the desk. Yeah, she also complimented my Margot 15 bag when I came here many times, not many times, but a few times with my Cali bag. I received straight no. So guys, it's not necessarily you need to be wearing all Hermes. You gotta just look good, I feel like. Anyways, we got the walk-in, and can you imagine, we see my essay, the one who told me that I already told you, right? Because I was very happy to see him because last time it was extremely successful with my Kelly bag. And I told him everything and I told him what I want, and it was actually very broad. Like I told him I want neutrals, noir, brown, and e-top 25-30. Like literally, I'm so open, and I do not think that he think I'm a reseller or anything because he saw me with my Cali. However, I know that the more straight you are with your choice, the better. So I don't know, maybe that was my mistake, but I was very strict with the leather. I said I only look for Togo leather because I want something durable, because I do not like Epsom leather whatsoever. So, and we waited, and at that moment I was like, you know, if it's gonna happen, this is gonna be miracle number 2. Like, I wouldn't expect that, like, at all. And I was sure that he's gonna bring me something because he seemed to be very happy to see us. But maybe they truly did not have any bags, and who knows what was the reason. I usually tend to think that they have a huge stock and they have like lots of bags, and it just really depends on their willingness to give the bag. This time we did not get one, but well, we have another day. And can you imagine if I win lottery tomorrow and I get the bag? I asked him, he's gonna be there tomorrow. We'll definitely stop by for another walk-in because now I know it's possible. It's possible, but in 1% of the time, like literally, like during all these visits I stopped by for walking, and I never ever Well, I got one walk-in in February, the very first visit at Sevres store, and of course I didn't get any back, but we are gonna be positive and probably need to eat because I burned so many calories being nervous. I need to check my Aura ring, and I'm really curious what was my heart rate because I was so nervous. Like literally when I went there and asked for a walk-in appointment, I did not expect they will give it to me because I was absolutely sure it is impossible. We just stopped by because we moved to Leisure and it's not that far and it was on the way. So, guys, if you're really into it, definitely stop by and who knows, just be nice and try to explain your story, but don't be pushy. If the person whom you asked do not seem to be really into listening to you, don't even try. Like, don't spend your energy. And in case it happens to you, just don't even take it close to heart. But sometimes you meet somebody very extremely nice, like someone I met today, and it is a completely different experience. Like sometimes they can tell you no and it just feels like okay, it's fine, but other time it's just such a bad no. Tomorrow is another day and they are gonna tell me today between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. if I won the lottery for tomorrow. So we're gonna know today if we're getting the appointment for tomorrow. Anyways, I'll see you later.
In my heart is a waterfall of windmills.
Guys, you cannot imagine. Best night in Paris so far. I did not expect this day to go so good. First of all, this restaurant that we went called Sables. We honestly were so surprised. We initially went there because they have a really good menu. The food was delicious and the service was amazing. Ipo and Leo, owners of this beautiful restaurant who also own another restaurant here in Paris, have a dream to open a restaurant in New York, and I truly want to support them. Well, as far as we can support them is to follow them on their social media and to create maybe a little bit more awareness about their beautiful restaurants in order for them to make their dream come true sooner. Apolline recognized me, and at first I thought that she probably misrecognized me. She probably thought that I'm like someone else, because she's like, "Are you an influencer?" And I'm like, "No, no, I'm like, I have a small YouTube channel." Well, can you imagine? It's impossible. Honestly, when you guys stop by and tell me that you recognize me, I cannot even believe that. Can you imagine? I am just, it makes me so happy. The ultimate reward for everything I do. But anyway, so we got into our hotel, Elija, and did I tell you this is the best hotel in Paris? Well, first of all, we got upgraded to this beautiful room. Guys, honestly, this is the place to go. The night is not over because we haven't checked the lottery. Today is Friday, so tomorrow is the last day for us to go to Hermes and try to get Birkin. Of course, you know the drill, right? Today from 8 to 9, we are supposed to know if we got the lottery for tomorrow. My phone died, and I was like, I did not check my phone since probably 3 p.m. I have no clue if I got the lottery or not. My husband checked and he didn't win anything, which is no surprise. He didn't have any purchase history under his name. I didn't check yet. If not, then we'll still stop by tomorrow just in case, you know. Who knows? Since today we got a walk-in appointment.
I'm checking it now, literally. My appointment is confirmed for tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. I cannot believe it. We are going to have an appointment tomorrow at 10:30 at FSH store. Guys, promise you, I do not make it up. Like, literally, this is happening. Hopefully, it's gonna be good. It better be, you know. Guys, we are gonna get Birkin tomorrow! We're back in business. Let's go. Guys, good morning. So we are on the way to the store, and let me tell you, I did not sleep well whatsoever, of course, because right after I chatted with you, I became extremely anxious, and I realized, like, you know what, like, oh my god, it is so similar to what I had last time. This time is no different. I am so anxious. Like, literally yesterday all night I was like, what if, you know? It's insane, honestly, like, so nervous. I have so many scenarios in my head. Is it gonna be the same sales associate? Is it gonna be somebody else? What am I gonna say? Should I tell the whole story? The whole story is kind of huge now, so should I just keep it short and just mention that I stopped by yesterday? Or, like, is it gonna increase my chances, the fact that I had my walk-in yesterday? Is it gonna decrease them? Like, you know, there are so many if. We're just gonna do what we're gonna do. Like, literally, I'm gonna say that I've been here yesterday and that what happened, and surprisingly I wouldn't ever guess that I'm gonna win the lottery again. I'm gonna just tell them and hope for the best.
Guys, there are no words to describe what I feel right now, because we got the bag. It is absolutely dreamiest bag, and I am so happy with it. You cannot imagine. I cannot wait to show it to you and tell you the whole story, because trust me, there are so many juicy details you wanna know.
My dear friends, we finally reached the conclusion of this Parisian vlog. Let me tell you, this is happy end. I dreamt about Birkin bag for forever, and I do not want to tease you too long, because we got my first Birkin. It is insane. I'm officially Birkin mama. Birkin was always my number one Hermès bag. It was number one in my wish list, and I wanted so bad. However, the more I've dived deeper into Hermes, I realized that I love Kelly. That is how I got in love with my Kelly bag, box 25 Cellier. However, I need to tell you, you saw this absolute roller coaster. You just need to know that I feel you. It is the same for me. I'm going through this roller coaster every single time. I hope it's gonna get easier and gonna get better very soon. However, guys, I consider myself extremely lucky because I have this bag. I also feel incredibly lucky for having a chance and for an opportunity to come here in Paris and try to play this game. Besides that, I am so lucky because during my 4 visits in Paris, I won 3 times in lottery, and I've been telling about the way I play in it in my previous videos, so please feel free to check it out. During the 3 lottery appointments, twice I got the bag. The first time I did not get a bag, second time I got my Kelly, and the third time right now I got my Birkin. However, I'm not only won 3 times, I also got 2 walk-in appointments. So in February I got my first walk-in and I did not get a bag, and this time I actually got another appointment, and you saw how it happened. Right after I lost hope, I'm just like, let's stop for a second just to acknowledge the fact that this situation is extremely similar to the situation I had in my previous visit in November. Do you see some resemblance? Please write in comments, because I honestly would not believe myself if I would not go through this stuff. It is absolutely insane. After this walk-in appointment, of course, I was upset. Like, not upset, but I was sad. And I thought, okay, like, you know what? It is not happening, and I'm not going to force anything anymore. It is what it is. And you saw my reaction. I won, and it was absolutely insane. I did not sleep the whole night. I woke up in the morning. I was extremely anxious. So as soon as we arrived there, it was 10:30 a.m. It was my first time being at the store at that early, because usually I go there like 11 or 12 whenever I try to stop by, for the walking. Definitely try to do it in the morning because there are more chances. So today was the first time at 10:30, and for the first time I saw how they opened the store, which is extremely interesting. By the time we arrived there was already people there, and there are 2 lines, people with no appointment, kind of trying to just get in and probably see if there are any cancellations, and the lucky ones, the ones who got the appointment. Today it was me. After they opened the door at 10:30 a.m., we got in and we went upstairs and got assigned with the sales associate. And guys, it was not the same essay. And as much as I appreciate the help of the sales associate who helped me before with my Kelly and whom I seen yesterday, I was very pleased to see someone else, because I was just very excited to know more people at Hermes, and to create more connections, and why not? I met a beautiful and wonderful lady who, being very warm, she asked me so many questions. She was very polite. She seemed to be really engaged. I did not tell her the whole story, but I did mention that I've been playing this lottery for a week. My vacation are coming to an end, and I'm leaving tomorrow. I've been unlucky with lottery these days, however. Yesterday, been very, very lucky to see sales associate who helped me before. However, unfortunately, I did not get the bag I truly wanted. And she mentioned something like, oh, I have so much pressure on me, because my husband also mentioned that this is a graduation present and stuff like that. I assured her that no, there are no pressure, and we just appreciate your help and the fact that you're genuinely trying to help me. After that, it was pretty brief. I went straight to what I'm looking for, and I mentioned that I'm looking for Birkin 25, 30. I mentioned a few colors like noir, gray, taupe. I am interested in neutral colors. I mentioned that I do not have any preference in gold or silver hardware. And I mentioned that I'm open to 30 and 25. I know it is risky, because that's been really broad and you gotta be specific. However, it's just me. I was not specific, I was open. I told her that I know that I'm gonna have a huge collection and I want to start from somewhere, and I want to start from 25. She mentioned that what would be more important to you, the size or the color? I did not expect that. However, I managed to reply to her, this color is most important, because I'm open to size 25, I'm open to 30. However, I want to keep it classy, and I usually wear only very classic colors. She mentioned, so yellow would not be an option, and I'm like, no. After that, she said that she's gonna be away for 10-15 minutes. We were waiting for her with my husband. It was extremely nerve-wracking, honestly. Like, I've been there and I've been like, I have no idea. I have no idea what to expect. I have no idea if she's going to bring me anything. There was people next to me in the similar, like, desk next to me. They saw picotine, like, who knows? About 20 minutes after that, she stopped by and she said, please follow me. And, these are the magic words. We stopped by somewhere, not in the room. I still did not get into the room, but wait, we'll get there. She mentioned that this is Birkin, and I was like, oh my God, I was so excited. However, I was a little bit worried to get too excited, and she's like, okay, but it's not 25, it's 30. And I'm like, okay, and it is brand new color. I think you're gonna like it. And I'm like, okay. I love the way she did that. She's like counted till 3 and waited till the moment I was ready to see it, because it's, just made it even more special for me. And opened it up, and it was Birkin 30 in dark green color with silver hardware. When I saw it, I was like, it's absolutely stunning bag, but not for me. I did not have this spark in my eyes, and I literally mentioned that, I think that this bag would make someone extremely happy. However, I do not really have anything in green, and I do not really see myself wearing it every day. And I also mentioned that, I really want to have a bag that every time I see, my heart is happy to see this after everything I went through, The same what happens every time with my Kelly. Every time I see that, I'm like, it was all worth it. You're so beautiful, However, she's extremely delicate, I realized that this trip, especially with nails, like, you gotta be careful. Honestly, it's nerve-wracking experience. Box leather, guys. This is the bag that you must baby. But anyways, and my husband was like, it's still a great color, and maybe you should consider that. And it's not that I was like, no. I was considering it, but I was still like politely explaining that this is not exactly what I had in mind. This lady was so nice that she said, okay, let me see what I can do, and if I can find something else for you. And I was like, thank you so much. I extremely appreciate that you're trying to go above and beyond. And I was nice. Like, it was not like that unnatural. It was pretty natural conversation. And that's it. And then we had a sit, and then she left, and I also mentioned before that, I said, well, even navy would be a better fit, and even like I mentioned like, and I wouldn't mind size 35. It's just the color does not really, it's not really my thing, you know. She came back with the bag. That was already good news. We went into another place, again, not room, but a little more private. She said, I have something that you probably gonna like a lot. And I'm like, okay, what's that? She said, would you like to guess the color? And I'm like, black. And she's like, no. Oh no. You are gonna see it with me right now because I will open it for you. I just do not want to spoil it. Can you guess what size is that? It's pretty big box. Extremely beautiful bag. Okay, so let's open it up. The moment that we all been waiting for, especially me. The moment that I've been waiting for 2 years. That's how long I've been trying to get this bag. Guys, 1, 2, 3. It is Birkin 30 in E-tube and silver hardware. Guys, look at this beauty. Can you believe it? We got it. It is absolutely insane. Insane. No other words can describe it. It is so much easier to open up compared to Kelly, since my Kelly is still here. And I remember I've been struggling last time I did unpacking, actually at the same hotel. That's how this bag looks. So the size 30 is a little bigger than 25, right? But it's not as big. And I think I'm pretty tall. And this size actually looks pretty good on me, although size 25 is really beautiful bag that goes from day to night. This is mostly daily bag. If it's a casual dinner, of course I'm gonna be wearing it. What do we think? This is how it looks inside. There are a few pockets, the one without the zipper and the one on the zipper. And there are beautiful white stitching. Again, this is return nest, so it's slouchy, and I expect it to become a bit more slouchy with the time. This is the bag, guys. OMG. However, and for those, especially for those who watched my videos before, you know how much I believe in visualization, in manifesting. I will show you right now pictures that I've been saving at my Pinterest board for years. I always thought that this is E-tube silver hardware and size 25. However, if we take a closer look, we can see that her hand goes through the handles, and it is possible only with size 30 and up. Size 25 handles are very small. I realized that when I got the size 30. When I took a closer look at my Pinterest board, it actually was size 30. So guys, manifest and it will happen. Don't believe in it. It's gonna come true. However, be more specific with anything you add into your Pinterest board, because who knows, you know, maybe this exact thing is gonna come true. Not that I'm complaining or anything. I'm extremely grateful for this size, for this bag. It's absolutely gorgeous bag. If you're dreaming about this kind of bag, if you're dreaming about Birkin or Kelly or any other bag or anything else, believe in it, go for it, visualize it, never stop believing, and again, trust the process. Just know that it is going to happen. You just gotta wait. Do not get upset when it doesn't happen. Like you see me, you see, I still get upset sometimes, right? Because it is something that is important to me. However, do not let it ruin your vacation, your celebration, and whatever you're here for. I also got 2 twillies, and they are absolutely the same because there are 2 handles. I think they are absolutely stunning. Beautiful. They are in dark brown, so they're 2-sided. I can wear it in reverse, mostly white and brown. Let me tie it a little bit so you can see. Of course, I'm not gonna do it too cute because I don't have time. Look, It's absolutely stunning. I love it so much. I am officially Birkin mama, and I wish you guys the best. Thank you so much for being here with me, for participating in this roller coaster, for your comments, for subscribing, because it is the way I can see that you actually enjoy my content and enjoy my videos and you want more. So please subscribe, like, and of course share your thoughts. Thank you everyone. Bye bye. See you in the next videos.